Hello and welcome to my channel. So a few days ago, Montreal got extremely cold. What I found most interesting was how bright and sunny it was at minus 23 degrees Celsius. Now I had a lecture in the morning, so I had to get dressed for school, and you'll be amazed at how many layers of clothing I had on. I had at least 4 or 5 layers of clothing on, and that's because minus 23 is the coldest I've experienced in my life, so I had to dress like an onion. I also chose really warm boots. Now warm boots are very essential because they keep your feet warm and dry and help you cope through the winter season. In addition, I went for thick wool socks because I've learned they are just as important as boots. Next, I took some hot water for hydration and obviously for the warmth it provides. Finally, I had to get into the cold and I was so curious to know what minus 24 felt like. At this point, the temperature had dropped by 1 degree.
I'm sure I'm gonna feel it some more when I walk for like 10 minutes. Yeah, you can see my breath. So there's like a lot of sun at minus 24. That's amazing, right? A lot of sun. Okay, I'm still fine for now. Okay, so I'm beginning to tear up. Yeah, that's what I do every morning, and I'm about to put on my gloves because if I do not do that in the next 1 minute, my hands are going to be frozen, like literally frozen. And this is what the environment looks like. So everything is pretty normal and it's sunny. Yeah, everything's normal. It's just extra cold and sunny.
Now I got on the bus and made my way to school. And as you can see, the visibility was really poor because of the extremely cold weather. So I got off the bus and began to walk towards the university. And at this point, it was still minus 24 degrees Celsius, but my app said it felt like minus 35 degrees. And I actually agree, because it was really cold. I arrived at the university just in time and made my way to the lecture theatre. Now I enjoyed everything about my lecture, but I couldn't help but think about the cold waiting for me outside. I think one thing I love about winter is the snow, but definitely not the cold. After getting some work done, it was time to go home, and at this point the temperature had dropped by 2 degrees, so it was now minus 26 degrees. I got back into the cold and I don't know how best to describe the feeling. But imagine yourself getting out of bed and realizing you're suddenly in your freezer. That's a fair comparison, but something colder than that.
Making my way to the bus stop.
I tried to make my way to the bus stop and I had to do that in a hurry because missing your bus at minus 26 degrees would be a nightmare.
Finally, I made it home, and I'd love to thank you for sticking with me through the coldest day I've experienced in my entire life. As someone coming from the tropics, I grew up in Nigeria, and so I had to do a lot to cope with the temperature today. Yeah, hopefully this is going to be the coldest to experience this year. So according to the weather forecast, I think we should have something warmer, so between minus 1 and minus 10-ish. Yeah, that's definitely better than minus 26. Yeah, so in my next video, I will be talking about how I stay warm. Yeah, just sharing things I learned from people and based on my experience. I've not been here for so long, but I'll just love to talk about how I get to stay warm in, temperatures like what we had today. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!